What up, PB Cashville? It's your boy PB, and right next to me is your boy.
Cashew.
And today we're going to talk about the top 5 video games that you would want to have on a deserted island. Hit it.
What's up, PB Casheville? It's your boy Cashew, and right beside me is your boy.
PB
And we are going to be talking about video games.
games of
Wow.
video.
Now, I'm just going to say it. This is still part of entertainment, so don't get out of case about it, alright?
Yeah, you guys aren't doing movies anymore. Why aren't you guys doing movies? You're all supposed not to be about movies.
Yeah, if you notice, it's kind of thundering. I don't know if you can hear it, but it is thundering right now. But
Lord of Thunder.
we are going to get into it. So, what is it that you want to talk about video games?
So here's the thing. We were having wonderful, delectable, but kind of expensive fillet of chick, and we were discussing what if we were on a deserted island.
My bad. Hit that by accident.
Matt is having so much fun with. No, don't leave it on. That's always good fun. Matt is having so much fun with our soundboard, and he's actually learned how to use his phone as its own sound effects board. So because of it, he is having way too much fun and doing stuff like this,
Yes.
and also putting things like this or this and stuff like this.
I don't know what this one is.
And that's not me doing that, though I am very capable of doing my own Arnold voice. But
Headshot.
yeah. Okay, pop quiz. Which headshot? What game is that soundbite of headshot from?
I want to say it sounds like Mortal Kombat,
Wrong!
but it's not.
Take
What?
another guess.
I don't know. What is it?
Unreal Tournament.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Unreal Tournament is was what we had back in the day before Halo came out. It was. Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, let me stop with that.
No,
Let me
it's
stop.
fun. No. I do not want to
Oh, wow. That thunder is like, you better stop it.
Wait, you didn't press that?
Nope, I did
That
not
was
press
the
it.
thunder?
That was the thunder.
How awesome is that? God is even like saying, you know what, I can do it better. That was really cool.
It was.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so that goes to show you that our sound booth is not like super soundproof, but it's still cool. Still cool. So yes, so we were at Chick-fil-A and we came home from Chick-fil-A and we decided to just sit and think. If we were stranded on a desert island, it has electricity, and you have 5 video games that you can take with you, what are those 5 video games? So I will do one. No, Matt will do one. Matt will do one. Matt will do one. I'll do one, and then we will have our. Is it going to be in like a top order or
No, you don't have to do it top
in
order.
no order? Okay, so you do one, I do one.
Yeah,
I speak, you speak. Okay.
yeah,
All right.
basically.
So
Before we do that, though, there's one funny
one funny
sound
one.
effect I want people to hear.
Mi scusi.
Mi scusi.
I don't even know what it is.
That means excuse me
I
in
know, but
Italian.
it's so funny how it
Mi
says.
scusi.
All right, so let's get started.
So what would first off, why what would be what are like your criterias, or what are the things that you would say like, okay, I need to have this video game. Like what qualifies for a video game in your opinion
Is
to
it
be
for like 4 years? You said.
yeah for 4 yeah, I think if you're going to be stuck on this island for 4 years or wow, the thunder's really crazy. I like that. So if let's put it in. Okay, let's change it from a desert island to a to you're going into space, to outer space, for 4 years, and you need to bring with and NASA says that you can only bring 5 video games with you because more than that would disrupt stuff. What's your criteria of what in selecting your 5? What would you say?
Good story.
Good story. Okay.
Makes want I have to have fun,
Okay.
and that can help me waste time. If that
Okay.
makes sense, like in a 4 year
Mm,
which
Spam.
which I think is
Wait,
kind of
you mean span?
span, which
Spam.
I think is very hard to do,
Hmm.
because sometimes you can finish games in like 72
Yeah, for
hours.
real. Which is
So
kind of sad.
yeah, but if I'm going to take my time with it, which I
Mhm.
probably will, if I got to go first, the first game I would choose, or just in general, not in order, I would probably say Batman Arkham Knight.
Batman Arkham Knight. Why would what makes Batman Arkham Knight so good to be one of your top five?
I mean, first of all, I love the game. I think it has a great story. All the Arkham series. You see, I wanted to do the trilogy, but this guy's like, no, you had to
Yeah, you have
actually
to pick
do
one.
one.
Yeah.
So I had to choose one of them, and all because all those Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Knight games, they're really fun.
Hmm.
But the reason why I say Arkham Knight is because I feel like it's longer, and you have more
It's
to
more
do.
open world.
It's more open
Yep.
world. You got more to do. Not only do you have the story, but you also have the challenges. Like they have
Hmm.
challenges as well, which they also have in Arkham Asylum and
Right. Right.
Arkham City. So that's why I say I'll choose that to help me waste some time.
Okay. Sounds good. I agree with what you're saying about like the story. The other thing that I would also have as a caveat is something where you can kind of create something. So it's almost like you can make your own games. So or like The Sims, you can play like The Sims forever. But I don't know if I put The Sims as one of my list.
Same.
Uh, I wonder if this this is a thought. Maybe I guess I could just to throw that out there. Maybe one of my first ones would be, I guess, Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing, because maybe you need to kind of have a little bit of that cool escape from reality for a little bit, especially if I'm seeing the same four walls all the time, but being able to create your own world, that would be kind of neat. So I guess I would have Animal Crossing. Because you can play Animal Crossing for like forever. I heard, especially if, because that's cool too. Because with Animal Crossing, that's a good way that you can also communicate with everybody back home because uh, it's one of those online games, and so hopefully like the Wi-Fi on the spaceship is so good that you can play Animal Crossing with people back home. So, you played Animal Crossing, right?
I think I played once, but I don't play that long. Ah,
Failure. Failure. Is there a failure button?
somewhere
There's
around here.
there's
Let
no
me look.
failure button.
No, there has to be. I had to look for it. Keep
Too late.
talking. I'll look for it.
But
No, that's a duck call. I know there.
there there has there has to be one like a failure.
I saw a fail one, but I can't find it.
We can just use the shot clock one. Use the shot clock one.
Where's that?
One more. Bam. There we go. 35. There you go. Fail, Matt. You missed the mark. But yeah, Animal Crossing was fun. I mean, what's cool about it is you have to. What I don't like about it, it's getting out of debt because Tom Nook, evil raccoon Tom Nook, is like forcing you to pay your rent. So it's what's what I love about Animal Crossing, but I also don't like about Animal Crossing. It's too real
So
to life.
why would you have a game that's real for real life? At
I
least Batman Arkham Knight is not real, and like I'm not getting forced into paying my rent. I want to be thinking about paying things and paying bills when I'm in space, bro.
well, that's the point. I mean, because I think when you're because you don't have to pay your bills when you're in space because but I think that
What
it's
happens if you have to though? What if what they do is they give you direct deposit and your bills come out through your thing automatically?
then I'd prefer to kind of also live my life on a cool deserted island where I can have Nintendo games in part of my house and design my own house. So yeah, or design my own. Well, with the Animal Crossing things, is I can design my own island and I can fish and I can dig for fossils and assemble dinosaurs in the in the museum and dig for holes and harvest crops.
Wouldn't that make you miss the real world?
But it's the meta world. It's
Oh,
and there like all my friends are fluffy, fluffy animals.
this is what I'm gonna say. That's a strike for you, brother.
A strike? No, that's a good strike. That's like,
Yeah,
don't
well,
you
I
mean
want to
like a?
use a bad. I pretend it's a bad strike. I don't know if we have a bad strike.
There's nothing. So you are very, very like amused by my picking of Animal Crossing
All right,
as
we gotta stop using the soundboard. 'cause I just can't
no,
with this.
I love
I
it,
know
man.
you like.
I love it, and you're doing a great job with it. So you wouldn't have like something where you can create your own world in a spaceship. Like you wouldn't want to do something like The Sims, or you wouldn't do something
No, because I don't
like
want it to.
RPG Maker, or
I
anything
don't
like that.
know, because I wouldn't want to make it like. Because I feel like if I do that, it's gonna make me want to go back,
Uh,
and my mission isn't to go back.
oh, so you want to have something to distract you from
Yes.
reality? Oh,
So my second game
okay.
would actually distract me a lot, because that's Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, that's one of mine as well. Let's talk about Red Dead Redemption 2.
Sorry, I keep hitting the thing. Hold on, let me. I apologize. I know
No, but
I know you want
don't
to have fun.
apologize, man. It's good. You're doing great. You're doing fine. You're doing fine.
Okay, so yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2, I would do next.
Because it encapsulates a lot of the things that you had said before, and is that one great story. But this is something that, and Rockstar Games, I hope you're listening to this. We wish that you can go back to Red Dead Redemption 3, but then write it into the code to to let us see. And I'm sure that a lot of you gamers out there would say yes to this, but what if scenarios? Like, what if you get to kill Micah early on and not have to do through the entire game?
Yes.
And then also, we want to see how the story would have been if Arthur is alive. Spoiler alerts! But if you haven't played Red Dead Redemption up to this point, you're like living under the rock, and you also probably not watched Avengers Endgame, or let's see what other things that are spoilerific.
There's a lot. What you mean, like in general?
Yeah, in general, that
I
you
mean,
should know by now.
if you ruin the movies and like the newer movies, Barbie.
I've never
You
seen
just
it.
never see Barbie.
Didn't see Barbie.
So
Yeah.
you know what? That's a for you, sir.
I don't know. I don't know if it was something that. It's one of the reasons why also I'm just waiting for Oppenheimer to come out on.
Ooh, Oppenheimer was
'Cause
such a good movie.
Oppenheimer's 3 hours long. I heard, like, I was talking to somebody. It's like, is because normally with theater, like, there's certain movies that I think that you can only see in the theater because, like, for example, you ever see the movie Dunkirk? Matthew, Matthew, I'm ashamed.
But if you're gonna ask me, yes, you should have watched it in theaters.
Yeah.
Because it's the IMAX experience,
Mhm.
phenomenal.
But it's 3 hours. I don't know if I can hold it on for 3 hours.
Have you seen Star Wars?
I have.
Star Wars is close to 2 to 3 hours.
No, but it's
Have you
2
seen
hours.
Avatar?
Yes.
That's-
Oh no, that was too long for me.
That-
I mean, it was good and it was a good spectacle, but
Have you seen Gone with the Wind?
Gone with the Wind, I watched here at home. I'm not gonna go to.
I was just saying though. Have
I know,
you
but
seen it?
but I'm not gonna go to the
Have you
theaters
seen
to
The
watch.
Godfather?
I have seen The Godfather, but I'm not gonna go to the
Have you
theater
saw
to watch
Endgame?
it. I did see Endgame in the theaters. Yeah.
Okay, so you could have watched Oppenheimer if you wanted
No,
to.
but
in
the
the
thing
theater.
is, it's like I'm watching a movie from history class and
But
stuff.
it
And you
goes
already
by-
know,
it
and
goes by quick.
you already know what's gonna happen. He's gonna make the atom bomb, and he's
It's
gonna win
go
the
by
war.
Quick. It goes by quick though. It doesn't take that. It went by quick when I watched it.
Anyways, we're detracted, but how did we get on this? Oh,
you brought it up.
I don't know, but okay. So, certain movies that you wanted to see. Okay, okay.
Yo, Red Dead Redemption.
Red Dead Redemption. Oh my gosh.
He wants a show out of this, by the way.
Yeah, I do. So yeah, Rockstar, you need to write it in so that you allow us to be able to see what the world would be like with Arthur Morgan alive. And the other thing too that was interesting, and here's my counter question, because you said that having an experience that's very real you don't want to have, but the experience that you have in the Wild West from Red Dead Redemption is very immersive and pretty cool as a simulation. So why then this Animal Crossing? That's going to probably remind you more about reality, because
Do I build things?
no, you don't build things, but you live in reality. Like you're gonna.
It's
That's
not, but it's
but
a
it's
fantasy.
it's a fantasy, right? But it's gonna
but
it's gonna remind you of reality, because
Not
you're
really.
you're in a metal can traveling through space for 4 years, and you have no access to real grass, real trees, real sky. You don't have access to that, but then you have this simulation of the American West Prairie, and you get to do all of this cool stuff in it. And wouldn't that remind you of like, oh my goodness, this is what real life really was like? But no, I'm stuck in this tin can of a ship, and I'm gonna be here for 4 years.
I
So
mean, me personally, I would still be like, okay, because I would look at it as like, how is my life right now? I don't see no cowboy, going to a train. Maybe in real life, I'll see people in gangs. Yeah, they have gangs in the game, but I'm saying like,
that's a really messed up ship if you've got gangs on your ship. You
yeah,
got Bloods and Crips on Matthew's spaceship. I do
all I
not
just,
want to be
all I'm saying,
on
no.
that
But
spaceship.
what I'm saying is like, when I'm playing Red Dead, I'm not thinking about that though. I'm just thinking about the story. I'm just having a good time.
Oh, you said you didn't want to pay rent. Well, you got to always like put money in the community
You don't
box.
have to, if you don't want to.
But you're being a bad gang member.
It doesn't matter. It
Oh,
doesn't affect
you
my
fish,
life. It
you
doesn't affect
fish,
my
you do
life.
all these other cool little activities, but you
But it doesn't affect my life. If I play Animal Crossing and next thing you know I get the raccoon, yeah, your rent is due. I'm like, come on, bro, really? Like, I'm not trying to think
that's
about
really
paying my
really
stuff.
that would be really scary if Tom Nook is your actual landlord. That is crazy. But the other thing with Red Dead Redemption, though, but I agree. I'm just messing with you. The fact that it's such an immersive world, that's kind of good to. I think what's good about it, it helps remind you of home. That's the thing that what I like it. It's like that there is a real world that that even though this is fantasy, remember that there is a planet that you are that this is real. Okay?
Is that your second one too?
I think so. I would have to pick Reddit because when you mentioned that, I consider it as a very good, well done game. And we were discussing this that one of the cool things about Rockstar, and again, we're not promoting some of the values of these games, but this is what I wanted to point out. The fact is, Matt had said that, oh my goodness, it takes them so long to put out a game and everything. But I will give them the credit in this, they want to make sure that it's done right. And I have a lot of respect for that because nowadays there's so many gaming companies that will just leave it half baked and then release it and then oh we'll just patch it later. EA and Madden and all of your other sports games that are broken and trying to leech off of us and also the people that are willing to be leeched.
Actually, UFC is not broken.
UFC is not broken, really?
No, it's not really broken. I like UFC. They're making five. They're making UFC 5.
I still need to get into the UFC. I know both you and Jose are like, "Oh, you need to get into UFC," and I was like, "I've gotten into one fighting championship, but I've not gotten to UFC." But
Okay, so
so, what is your next? So we both agree. So my number, what was my first one?
you said
Oh
Animal
yeah, my
Crossing.
first Animal
The
Crossing.
one that you were just saying to me. Why don't you consider Animal Crossing? Oh gosh, are you going to nitpick again? All right, I got.
Yeah, I was waiting, Matt. Come on, you gotta be faster.
I
You
got
got the
that for you.
trigger now, man.
You know what? How about this
In
one?
your face, sucker!
I'm telling you, this has added a wonderful new level to our wonderful little corner of the internets.
Go ahead. Yeah, gotta. All right. So
So
my next one would be 2K.
the basketball game.
Yeah. Now you're gonna tell me why did I pick 2K? Well, let me tell you something. You might. Oh, you know what? There is a snores one
Oh,
here.
there is. Oh, there.
No, hold on. We gotta use this one better. Do that again. So it's a. Nah, the reason why I chose 2K is because we're talking about having fun,
Yeah,
having
it's a.
entertainment,
I
right?
agree. Yeah.
That 2K is that thing. Let's be honest. When I play 2K, I be happy. I get mad. I get aggravated, cause it's an entertaining game. So if I
And
win, I'll be great.
and I think too. I'm not picking 2K, but what I also agree with you is because I think the more that you play it, the better that you get. I think that's one of the cool things about it.
The problem with 2K is this, and I'm gonna put it in this.
No, but the things you don't have to worry about microtransactions because you're
Well,
not.
are they paying for it? Would they pay for it for me? If they're paying it for me, now I'll say okay.
So you're saying like if NASA gives you like premium access and gets you all of this UC, uh, that's a big. Is that one of your demands from NASA? Like,
If NASA says If NASA asks me, and this is BBOs, if NASA says if we could get you 5 games, I'm like, first of all, there's microtransactions. So if I
They'll give you premium
will you
access,
give me access? Will you give me if I
full
or
unlock.
like no, let's say if I buy it, are you gonna pay for it for me or am I paying for it?
Oh, that's true.
And they go,
I think that if you are gonna be in deep space for like 4 or 5 years, yeah, I think that there should be certain perks that you get.
yeah, unless they decide, oh yeah, you get paid every week or every day. You get paid like 600 every day. I'm like, oh, okay, then that's fine, but that's not gonna
Yeah.
happen.
So if there was a contract with NASA, one of the things it stipulates like you need to give me premium access, all this you
So
see.
that means when I play 2K, I'll have all the moves, all the jumpers, everything,
Okay.
even all the cards, because I ain't gonna pay for that. If I'm in space, I'm not. Where's my debit card gonna be at?
Here's my thing that I would like to add though, like if they did 2K, if 2K you're listening, I say revamp the franchise mode and also add a story mode. Because I really, you know what, I really like the story modes
They
of
do
some of
have
the two.
career mode.
Yeah, but like go in depth with it. Here's something that I was wondering when, there one of the YouTubers that I watch is Angry Joe, and he absolutely hates Madden. And one of the things that was wondering is like, you should try to have a story mode with Madden, and with like the advent of AI and everything like that, I don't see why you can't have like some sort of script that allows you to kind of have a very unique NFL or NBA experience. Think about that. Like if there was a code that was written in and there's an AI part of it, and then it's like you see your entire season play out. But this is the problem usually. Once the first season plays out, then the story's over. But what if they wrote it into the code that allows you to live out, like to let things play out? Let certain people like try to prevent you from getting on this team. You got teammates that for some reason get really pissed off at you and you don't really know why. Like that would be kind of interesting.
It would, and
Yeah.
this is what I gotta say to Madden, and that is,
Come on.
Come on. Yeah, not be poundies. But the first when was the one with the 2K where Spike Lee directed it? I think
was it
was it 2K?
19 or 20,
No, it was earlier than that.
or was it 16?
But Spike Lee, I remember, directed a 2K, and it was really cool.
Let me see. I remember. I never played. The only one I never played was I think 18.
Yeah, Spike Lee, and then because that one was really cool. I mean, the story mode when the create a character and you're slowly making your way up through, but then I think after your first season,
It
it's
was
pretty much
2000. It was 2K16,
2K16, right? So like,
which was probably. It's not the me personally. 2K11 is the best. The same. 2K16 is up there though. 2K16 was pretty good too.
now that you mentioned the sports game, and I know that a lot of you old schoolers are gonna say yes. They're gonna say, "Is there an amen button on this one?
Oh yeah, there is. I
Is
gotta
there an
find it.
amen? Is there an amen button
Hold
on
on, I
this one?
gotta find it. I don't know if it's amen or ahem.
A hem? No. Anyway, oh, it is a hem. Yeah, it's hem, not amen. But a lot of you old school sports gamers will. That works too,
Uh,
because this is considered like the greatest NFL game, and that is ESPN 2K5. It would. I will. I heard if this one, my caveat would be in terms of NASA would be give me an HD remix of this and you update my rosters and give me a franchise mode, which they do. That would be my caveat. Because here's the thing with 2K the 2K5, there's no microtransactions. You can the gameplay is solid. The gameplay is simple. Its presentation's really good, and I don't need. There's nothing more I need to say about it because it's already been said by somebody better than me. But like, look it up at ESPN 2K5, greatest football game ever. Yes, and did you know that you have your own crib in ESPN 2K5, and then you can keep up the better that you get, the more you can upgrade it. Like you can get your own foosball table. You can get your own air hockey table. It's not NBA. It's ESPN two.
no, I'm just thinking about NBA Street.
Oh, NBA
NBA
Street.
Street used to be lit.
That I have to admit, NBA Street was always good. Even the one Home Court. You ever play Home Court?
Oh, I think so. Let
Yeah,
me see.
that's the one with Carmelo Anthony's on it. What I loved about that one is you could do a backflip from the backboard, or you use the backboard as a backflip and then dunk the ball.
Yeah, this is my favorite one. This is the one I
Home
most.
Court was
Yeah.
good. Home Court was really like very good visually and fun. But
That's too bad.
ESPN
Too bad they took that out.
2K5, it was $20 back in 2005. It's older than most of you gamers now, I believe. But yes, that would probably be my sports game of choice. Not Madden, but HD remake, best graphics.
So that was your next choice.
That was my third. Yes.
Yeah, so your third. Okay, so now it's my turn. I'm going to nostalgic. Banjo and Kazooie.
Banjo? Did you
And
say
Kaz-
Banjo?
Banjo and Kazooie.
It's Banjo.
Banjo and Kazooie. I'm sorry.
Banjo.
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 Banjo and Kazooie. Listen.
It's not a PB and Cashew show unless I interrupt Matthew. Or...
Yeah, you know what I gotta say to you.
Don't be hating because I'm right.
Anyways, I would do that one, and I know you might think, but what about Super Mario 64? I love Super Mario 64.
No, I agree with Banjo because I think
But the
Banjo Kazooie
thing-
just had more
To me, what I loved about
next level. I think.
Kazooie, I'm not gonna say the second one, the first one. Anyways, what I liked about the game was that
There's a lot
it,
to do.
it was fun. Like
Mhm.
it was funny, fun. And it was open world, just like how Mario was, but like it's a bear and a bird, and it was just like it was just different.
Yeah, you know what kind of reminded me was like the precursor to it's like Ratchet and Clank, because like
Yeah.
a Ratchet and Clank, it's like big guy and then the little guy is like a use of it. But Matt, put your hand on the boo button, because I never played it.
Wow, no, you don't get the boo. You get the.
I don't know why I never, but I know how much fun it is. Probably it's because at that point, that's when I started getting into PC gaming. So that's probably why I didn't get too much into it. What can I say? StarCraft was fun, really fun, and I still play it to this day sometimes, but I suck at it. And you could ask my cousins about that. We still play it. Yes, we're 40 and 30 plus year olds still playing StarCraft, which is there's no problem with that, I'm sure.
All right, what's your next one?
Oh gosh, but so I'm at 4. Oh wait, go more, go a little bit more into Banjo and Kazooie. What else was it?
I mean, I like the story. The story
Yeah.
was pretty good. I like I said, it's funny, and I know a lot of people they liked it the second one. They didn't like the third one. I like all of them. I did
Yeah.
like all the Banjo games.
I think also it's a wholesome too. I think that's
Yeah.
something that you could also play without any regrets as well.
Yeah, and like I said, it gets your mind off. Cause I'll be honest with you, if I play Mario, as much as like Mario, it's just like I don't know. It's like it's fun. It'll get my mind off of things, but at the same time, I'll have memory. Cause like when I played Super Mario 64, I played with my parents. My dad used to play a lot. Sometimes I used to watch him play. With Banjo Kazooie, it was mostly me, by myself.
I just remembered one that definitely needs to get on here because nobody has mentioned. We haven't mentioned it yet.
Go ahead.
Smash Brothers.
So you gonna pick that one?
I would pick Smash Brothers. Yeah.
You know
because-
which one I would pick though? I wouldn't pick the first one.
Oh no. Yeah, I meant like
I'll pick the newer one.
Yeah, I would say like Brawl, right?
No, Ultimate.
Ultimate, yeah. With everybody. So my other caveat with things like I want every I don't want to pay for character packs. I want every single
So that
character,
means you'll have
every single stage.
You know what? I forgot-
Ryu, Ken,
Can we change it
Sephiroth.
to like 6? Cause I thought of another one.
Let's go. It's our show.
Like I just thought about it. Kingdom Hearts should be in there.
I was wondering when you were going to mention Kingdom Hearts
Kingdom
because you're like
Hearts.
big on Kingdom Hearts.
I don't know. Kingdom Hearts should be in there. I don't know which one. Like, it's the toughest one to choose because I haven't finished 3, but 3 is really fun.
Yeah.
I love 1, but I also love 2.
See, I was thinking about RPGs also, but I think with the one thing about RPGs is that once the story's done, it's like now what? That's and I don't know because like even if it took you an entire year to 100% the game, that it's like now what?
Well,
At least with
Kingdom
2K and
Hearts,
go ahead.
Kingdom Hearts, when they did the HD, like the remake of it, they added like you gotta fight like they added I think Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 like they added like villains at the end of the game.
Mhm.
So like there's in Kingdom Hearts 2 I believe there's a Phantom. No, it's Kingdom Hearts 1. Kingdom Hearts 1 there's like a Phantom. It's crazy. Like they added more villains and it's more hard. Like
Mhm.
you got like Sephiroth, so freaking annoying to face. But like
Sephiroth.
but they have like other things you can do after the game if you get the newer ones.
So there's like a lot of DLC. Is
It's
it
not. It's not.
DLC or is
It's
like
more like content,
side activities?
like basically more side activity after
Okay.
you beat the game and stuff like that.
Oh, okay, okay. Like a new game plus.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I
'Cause,
was
oh, you know what? That's one thing that Batman Arkham Knight has is a
the
new
new
game
game
plus
plus.
too.
See, when I was because that's the thing with RPGs because I was trying to see would I pick Final Fantasy VII, would I pick Chrono Trigger,
I
would
would
it
never
pick
pick any Final Fantasy games.
not even seven?
I wouldn't.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Like not even because seven's pretty good and
I
six
just
is also
if
pretty
I have
good.
to choose like me personally, the reason why I say like I would choose Kingdom Hearts over Final Fantasy is because Kingdom Hearts you have more character. Like me personally, like I have characters that I really like, and
Oh, have
I
you need to play Final Fantasy VI then
but I have to tell
because
you my.
that the story for that. Ugh.
But if I got to choose, like my last one,
Or you bumped up to five by the way, so you still so like let's recap so far. Let's get the lists.
okay.
So
So we
far we've
said
got
we said
so
you
you
said Animal Crossing.
so Animal Cross so
I
music.
said Batman Arkham Knight,
Yup,
Red Dead Redemption 2,
we both said
NBA 2K,
2K,
and you said
ESPN
TN
2K5,
2K5,
Smash
Smash Bros.
Brothers, and
Banjo Kazooie,
yeah, Smash Brothers, and then
Kingdom
you said
Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts, so I have to pick one. Oof, I don't know because I need to find a Final Fantasy game or an RPG that has a ton of endings, great storyline, but a lot to do. I was about to say Chrono Trigger because Chrono Trigger's got like 10,
I'm
10 different.
surprised you didn't say like Grand Theft Auto.
Because like Grand Theft Auto, I don't know.
If you take five, if you do five, you have a lot to do in that story.
Yeah, but I don't know with Grand Theft Auto though because for the immersion because that it's for me personally, I just got convicted playing it. I don't know that that's really like, yeah, what do you mean? You played all these other games and like it's like I don't know. There was just something about it. It's like I was getting really into it and then it's like you should stop playing this game. And don't get me wrong, the story like I've heard when I played Grand Theft Auto 4, I loved the story. The story was really deep because the immigrant experience, you know
See,
what I'm saying? But
I wouldn't see Grand Theft Auto 5. I'm not. It's not my thing, but like the story was good. I think when they changed it to like three characters, I thought that was pretty neat.
yeah, that was very unique. I'll give it that. But I don't know. The best things about I'll say this. I wouldn't pick Grand Theft Auto, but okay, yeah. I wouldn't pick Grand Theft Auto because my favorite part of Grand Theft Auto before was the driving. So I just have to pick open world driving game that is a ton of fun, but I don't have. So I would say Forza.
Yeah.
Forza because uh what I rely when if you'll ask it like when I used to play Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, I love just driving around. Like my favorite things to do was to do the taxi cab missions, where and I maxed out the taxi cab missions because I just loved driving around. It was so much fun to do, and sometimes I just hop on the. This is actually really cool. Back when I played it, I didn't play it on. Oh no, I did play it on PlayStation, but when I had Grand Theft Auto 3, when I played it on PC, you could upload all of your music onto a folder, and that's the music that's being played in the game. That was so cool. So like, you could have like Beatles music in a Grand Theft Auto game because it's part of your music. Because there's a specific radio station that says your custom one,
Yeah.
and you could also do that in The Sims, which was really cool. But what I really loved was just the driving part. So if you can take out all of like the crime element of it and then just put in just the driving. I was about to say Burnout Paradise, which is also really good. Have you ever played it?
Yeah.
Burnout Paradise is that's another one that I could play forever.
No,
But
if
but
I had to choose one,
Forza though.
Midnight Club 3,
Midnight Club 3,
Dub Edition,
really?
Dub Edition. Midnight Club
Wow.
3 was
That's
Midnight
taking
Club.
it back. Yeah.
Midnight Club 3 was so fun.
The
I loved
customization,
it.
the soundtrack, the simplicity too of the game.
So
That's a good pick. Good
my
pick.
last one.
Would you pick that one as your like part of your six or no?
No, no, that would probably be like an honorable mention.
If okay, all
My
right.
last one would be, and it would be Mass Effect 2.
Mass Effect 2.
You might think, why Mass
No,
Effect 2?
I
Let me tell you something about that. Mass Effect 2, I love Mass Effect. Like, I love the trilogy,
Mm-hmm.
but
But
Mass Effect 2
2
was
was
probably the best
best
story.
one. That's what everybody
Not only
says.
was it like the best story, it's just like you had a lot to do, and not only do you have a lot of
storylines.
storyline, but like
You have the storylines of
got
every single character that you have.
yeah, and you want to talk about a decision to make? You had to make multiple hard decisions. Like
Mhm.
there's just a like literally there's an achievement in Mass Effect 2 is at the end where you have to make sure no one dies when you're doing the last
Yeah,
mission.
I
That
heard
is
that's
the
they
hardest
said it's one of the hardest
achievements
achievements
to
that you can ever
get
do, right?
because you have to make sure everybody's happy. You have to put everybody in the right spot,
Mhm.
and you could have multiple lovers in that game.
Oh
And if
jeez.
they find out, you're screwed. Like I mean, you're screwed.
That's BioWare I think did that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Cuz Bio they also did. Have you ever played Knights of the Old Republic?
I heard of it. I don't know if I
Okay,
ever played
think
it.
of it as Mass Effect, but in Star Wars. It was really cool, and the sexual stuff there's not as much, which that was one of the things that kind of threw me up with the Mass Effect series. I was like,
But
okay,
I love it. Like I love the game. It was fun. Like
it's an. You know what I mentioned? Well, I forgot to cut you off, but how would Fallout be one of your honorable mentions? Because I was
no,
just thinking about that
no.
because it's
If
open.
I gotta do my honorable mentions,
Okay.
but first you do your last one.
Oh, this is hard. This is a lot harder than I thought because you really have to think about something that's gonna hold your time, and it's like once you're done with it, you know. Hmm. You know what? This is gonna be crazy. I'm just thinking about it, but I think it would be cool just to have it. And I never play it, but now that I think about it, it could be something that's cool to have. Probably Minecraft. I don't know why. I with the things that people do on it, if I had that much time,
You probably will too.
I could probably like recreate so much in Minecraft. Because some people do some really cool stuff in there.
Yeah.
I have to admit, but that I think creative stuff is always good. But I have some honorable mentions too. But I think.
So my first honorable mention. You might think I'm
Oh wait,
crazy.
we only mentioned 5, so we have 2 more. Actually.
No, we mentioned six.
6 we did.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So my one of my honorable mentions. You might think I'm crazy. You might say what, but it's Saints Row.
It's Grand Theft Auto
No,
with more
it's
wackiness.
okay. Here's the thing though. One thing I love about Saints Row is literally like it's just wacky and like it's just fun. Like you, if you okay, any Saints Row. Well, the first one was more serious. Second one was kind of serious,
Yeah,
but it had that.
it was
Third one,
more. I think.
the fourth one became like goofy, like you become a superhero stuff. But what I love about it is like you can have fun with it. You just like it's just fun. That's what it is with Saints Row. It's like I love to have fun in a game. You know, a
Mhm.
game that can make me laugh and a game that has I think a good story. If you wanted to ask me which one I think was the best, I gotta go with Saints Row 2 with the story wise. But like if we're talking about like with all the craziness and kookiness, I would say Saints Row 3 had a pretty Saints Row 4 had a the story wasn't that good, but the kookiness and craziness was fun.
Mhm.
And then the newer one I haven't really finished yet. I have it, but I haven't played it, like I'm waiting to get the new console.
Wait, so that's just your honorable mention.
That's one of my honorable mentions.
Okay.
And then I would do Midnight Club,
Okay.
Dub Edition. And if I have to choose, you might think I'm crazy, but you need to have a wrestling game in there. I will probably go with Here Comes the Pain.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Here Comes the Pain.
Okay, I can see that. Okay, 3 honorable mentions. Uh, Tetris. the new one, the Tetris, because I'm like addicted to playing Tetris right now. I got Tetris Effect. Yeah, that's a Tetris Effect for my birthday because I had, and it only cost me $3 because it was on sale and I had all of these extra points because it was my birthday, and so I was like, okay, and I so for $3 I got, and I've stopped playing all my other Switch games because Tetris is addictive.
Yeah, it
I
is.
mean, how it's such a simple concept. You just I have to form lines and out of blocks, and it's I think it's the world's it's the I think game that has sold the most units I think of all time. I'm not sure.
Isn't it's the first game, wasn't it?
Hmm?
It wasn't the first game that was ever made.
No, Pong is the first name. Pong I
Are
think
you?
is the first.
What?
Tetris is much younger
Let's
than
see.
Tetris than
First
other.
game that was ever made. Okay, keep talking.
So Arver. So yeah, it's just a pretty addictive in terms of that. So that's my first one. The second one, I guess it would be a Street Fighter game. Maybe I heard Street Fighter 6 is pretty good. So 1858.
You're right. It was Pong.
William Higginbotham. William Higginbotham.
Created what is thought to be the first video game. It was very
Similar
simple
to the
tennis game,
Oh,
similar to a classic 1970 video
Pong.
game Pong.
Pong, yeah. Gosh, it's hard to it's really hard to pick. But you know what? I guess I would have to. Oh, we can't do two, right? So I have to pick one.
2-1.
Like, cause I was gonna pick Breath of the Wild, cause Breath of the Wild is the Red Dead Redemption of Zelda games. Yes, I said it.
I haven't played it, finished it.
You've not really. It's
Yeah.
actually not as hard as I thought.
You know what was another game? Like you just made me thought of that would probably be cool to like this will really waste your time.
Mm.
It's one of the Pokemon games.
Well, but once you've caught them all, then
But you
what's the
know,
point?
okay. But if you get like the newer ones, sometimes okay, like let's say you get if you get the newer ones, you know how much Pokemon there is now? There's like almost 900 Pokemon.
Yeah, in total, right?
Like in total, like maybe more. What I'm saying, like if they find a way, if Pokemon can find a way to put all those Pokemon all together
In one
in one
place. Oh man,
game, think about that.
that's
But on top
pretty
of that,
insane.
like
That's pretty insane.
but on top of that, like they could always make DLC and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Obviously, like I said, NASA will have to like. But I just thought about that. Pokemon would be another good game to like, even the older versions.
Like red and blue.
Yeah, like
Okay.
cause like
'Cause
like
that's the Matt got on my case because like, didn't you play the Pokemon games? I said I've only played
because
red
you know what?
because I'm lame.
I'm just gonna say it. Pokemon's always fun. Like no
Yeah, it
matter what
kinda
game, what
is,
like Pokemon's always fun. Like it doesn't matter what game comes out. Like it's always something's gonna always be fun about it.
I will admit, back in 2000, no, 1999. Yeah, 1999. Oh no, it was summer of 1999 when I started working for Stop and Shop. I was allowed to have my Game Boy at my register, and if it's super quiet, I'm like playing Pokemon.
That's what I'm saying.
So
Like
I don't know. There was just something about it that was really cool. I think what's cool too is like being able to play against each other, which made me think one game that I would say would be banned from taking with you to space is Mario Party. Because I think if you brought Mario Party on the spaceship, we would all die.
not
Because
only Mario Kart is another one too.
oh gosh, Mario. I don't know why I didn't
But
mention
then
Mario
Super Smash Bros will be another one too.
to cause the oh yeah.
That would be another one. Now you think about
Oh
it.
my word! I remember when I was in college, we
You know,
got
2K2. 2K would be another one.
so-
Some of these games. that we
some of
play-
these games are pretty bad, but I think Mario Party I heard is one of like it takes it to another level of hatred for each other. So
You know, if you're gonna talk about a hatred game that gets you going, we gotta talk about. It's not a real video game, but Uno. Uno. You know that's true. Imagine having Uno
Oh
in
my
the
word.
spaceship, and
Oh,
you had
no.
a couple of friends,
Yeah.
and you're about to
Just-
win.
you know,
You ain't winning. I put a
But-
draw 2 on you,
Ah.
draw 4 on you, and another draw 2. Hey, matter of fact, let me reverse it back to me.
Oh
Give you
my
another draw
gosh, I
2.
know. There've been so many times where we flipped the because when we used to go on youth conference, we used the cooler, and many times where someone just flipped the cooler because they got ticked off at it. Yeah, I think board games probably would be bad because I
Well, Uno is. I'm telling you,
Uno is
playing Uno. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's playing Uno with Hispanics. Like if I play Uno with my family,
oh,
forget it, bro. Someone's gonna get mad.
someone's
Someone's gonna start
gonna get
yelling.
like killed. My
Like
word,
literally, I always get like every time like yes, I'm about to win. Now draw 2
draw
on you.
2 on you.
No, let me
Oh,
reverse it back, and you could draw
draw
another
one
2.
2.
I'm like, are you serious right now?
It's yeah, it is the Smash Brothers of card games. Though for us, one of the games, and we've never played this, and I really think that we should have like a PB and Cashew, like live stream of us playing a game. And but it we need like so many cameras for it. But is Risk. And I think we have enough tables here in the house now to be able to play Risk. And
Yeah.
we actually we've played Risk on our
Mobile.
phones. Yeah, I remember one Omni night we were we were all huddled on the table. It was me, Zach, you, Jose, and a bunch of other people. And then pastor's just watching us. He goes, "And this is a bunch of our youth pastor, pastor's assistant, and our kids just trying to rule the world." It's crazy that, but playing
Another
it for real. Oh man, my cousin Danny and my cousin Phil. This is my favorite Risk story, and I think we'll wrap up with this. Uh, they were fighting over a pair of earbuds. Oh my word. And so for some reason, the only way that we could decide who gets it was Risk. But you know what happened? It made things so much worse that I think they almost got into a fight with each other.
but
And then I had to just decide who was going to get it. But oh my gosh. Risk is another one of those games to never play. So, I
an-
need to pick up.
another one, another game not to play is Monopoly.
Oh, forget
Yeah,
it.
forget it, bro. Like I said, it's just like how Uno Monopoly, you'll go at it with so.
I
No,
heard
you
so-
did not steal that.
I
That was
heard
my
so-
building.
I heard. Okay, when you play Monopoly, do you play with like your custom rules and everything like that? Like you make up certain rules. Like for
No,
example,
I don't know. I'd always
like
forget.
for example, all of the luxury tax goes underneath the free parking. You ever do that? So if you land on free parking,
Parking.
you get all the luxury tax, which is kind of neat. Or what is it? I think if you've rolled 3 doubles in a row, you go to jail immediately or something like that.
Yeah, I know that one.
Okay. One of my favorite ones, they had Star Wars Monopoly. That was so cool.
But
Like when you made houses, the houses stacked on top of each other.
but like I said, Monopoly, man, that also gets you. That also gets you.
What was your uh did you have like a particular corner that you really wanted to always get? Because you know what I always got, what get the first two in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like if you get those,
Or the second to last.
Yeah,
The second
yeah.
to last two.
No, but the second to last, it's always hard, like because nobody really wants it. But
No, I
the
say
first
the
two.
those are the best to get
Yeah.
though.
Boardwalk and Park Place.
Those are like the best because
Oh, it's like a gauntlet. If you had both of them, and it's like, oh no, you're like at the last railroad, and you're like, I don't want to roll a 3, and you roll a 3, and it's like, and you're bankrupt, and it's like down in the game.
But it's like I said, Monopoly, man, that's another game. Like so, those are the three games for board games.
Uno,
Card game is Uno.
Uno,
Then
Risk,
Risk is for
and
board, and then
and Monopoly.
basically any board games.
That should be another list for another day. What are your top board games that to play? Because Risk, I think you can play forever, even though it's very controversial. But yeah. So yes, what are your if you were stranded to go on a 5-year mission? What would your top 5, 6 games be? And what would you like? And post them, leave them in the comment below, and we would be interested in hearing that. Matt, do you have anything else that you'd like to say today?
I mean, whenever I get the new console, I'll probably my list will probably change. Apparently, there's a new game called Starfield that I want to try out. So
Yeah, it's like I heard it's like isn't it like No Man's Sky, but
apparently
really
it's
really
like
good.
apparently it's like you're in space, but you get to make your own. Like my
Oh,
friends,
wait, wait,
my
wait, wait,
co-
wait, 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 wait. Hold on a second. You're gonna bring Starfield in space when you are in space. You are living Starfield.
Mass Effect 2 is in space too.
But Starfield is exactly
But
what the
listen,
mission's gonna
but
be.
here's the thing. Apparently, like you could go to different what's it called? Different planets and stuff like that. You have different missions, and different things to do.
Yeah,
But
NASA would
I heard it's crazy. I heard that game's just crazy.
NASA
So,
would probably be like, we're not gonna give you Starfield. You are Starfield.
but that's all I gotta say.
That sounds good. Well, once again, we hope that you enjoyed this wonderful episode. We hope that your September is going really nicely, or it could actually not be September. Why did I say that? It could be any day. It could be some other time. But we hope you're having a wonderful time today. And just like as we say every week, we don't know you, but we love you, and there's a God above that does. I'm BB.
And I'm Cashew.
Peace out, BB
BB
Cashewville.
Cashewville.